If you stand at almost any major airport in the world and watch the planes take off, you will notice something interesting. Nearly every large commercial aircraft comes from one of just two companies, Airbus and Boeing. In an industry that moves billions of passengers every year and generates hundreds of billions of dollars in revenue, it seems almost unbelievable that only two manufacturers dominate the global market. So why hasn't another major corporation entered the competition? Why don't we see tech giants or industrial powerhouses building their own airliners? The answer lies in how incredibly difficult and risky it is to build a modern commercial aircraft. Developing a new passenger jet is one of the most expensive industrial projects on Earth. A single aircraft program can cost between $10 and $20 billion before the first plane is even delivered. The development process takes more than a decade, requires thousands of engineers, and depends on a massive global supply chain. Every wing, every engine system, every electronic component must be designed, tested, and integrated perfectly. And even after spending all the time and money, there is no guarantee the aircraft will succeed in the market. A major delay, a technical flaw, or a miscalculation in demand can threaten the survival of the entire company. But money alone isn't the biggest challenge. Commercial aviation operates under some of the strictest safety regulations in the world. Before an aircraft can carry passengers, it must be certified by authorities such as the Federal Aviation Administration in the United States or the European Union Aviation Safety Agency in Europe. Certification requires years of structural testing, thousands of flight hours, and extremely detailed documentation of every system on board. Aviation safety standards are so high that airlines and regulators strongly prefer manufacturers with decades of proven experience. In this industry, trust is everything. A newcomer, no matter how advanced its technology might be, would struggle to gain that trust. Then there is the issue of scale. Airbus and Boeing don't simply build airplanes. They operate vast global ecosystems. They have long established supplier networks, relationships with airlines and leasing companies, and worldwide maintenance and support systems. When you produce aircraft in large volumes, you reduce costs and improve efficiency over time. A new competitor would start at a disadvantage, producing fewer planes at higher costs, without the same supplier leverage or infrastructure. Airlines themselves are also cautious by nature. When an airline purchases aircraft, it is making a decision that will shape its operations for the next 20 or even 30 years. Pilot training programs, maintenance procedures, spare parts, logistics, and fleet planning are all tied to that choice. Switching to a completely new manufacturer isn't just expensive, it's operationally risky. For airlines, reliability and long-term support matter more than novelty. History and politics have reinforced this structure. In the past, other manufacturers tried to compete in the large commercial aircraft market. Some merged, some failed, and others left the segment entirely. Over time, the industry consolidated. Aerospace manufacturing is also strategically important for governments, both economically and politically. Long-term state support and reinvestment helped Airbus and Boeing survive intense competition and financial pressure, further strengthening their position. In the end, the dominance of Airbus and Boeing isn't the result of a simply monopoly strategy. It's the outcome of enormous financial barriers, extreme technical complexity, strict regulatory demands, global infrastructure requirements, and decades of accumulated trust. Building large commercial aircraft isn't just another business. It is one of the most demanding industrial challenges in existence. That's why, when you look up at the sky and see a passenger jet cruising at 35,000 feet, chances are it was built by one of only 2 companies in the world. Take care, until next time.